Scissors sit on your desk, in your kitchen, or maybe even in your sewing kit right now, and you probably never give them a second thought. But what if I told you this simple tool hides a history so wild it involves ancient empires, bloody battles, and even a secret role in shaping how we live today? Stick around, because we are diving deep into the hidden secrets of scissors on Objectified. And trust me, you will never look at them the same way again. Hey everyone, welcome back to Objectified, the channel where everyday stuff gets its moment in the spotlight. I am your host, and today we are uncovering the untold story of scissors. You might think they are just a boring cutting tool, but scissors have a past that stretches back thousands of years, full of surprises, innovations, and some seriously quirky details. We will explore where they came from, how they evolved, what they mean to different cultures, and a few fun facts that might just blow your mind. So grab a seat, maybe even a pair of scissors to fidget with, and let us get started. Scissors did not just pop up one day in a craft store. Their story begins way back around 1500 BCE in ancient Egypt. Archaeologists have found these bronze tools with two blades connected by a curved strip of metal. They were not exactly like the scissors you know today. Instead of pivoting in the middle, these early versions worked more like shears, where you squeezed the handles to make the blades meet. Egyptians used them to cut papyrus, cloth, and even hair. Fast forward to ancient Rome, around 100 CE, and that is where things get interesting. Romans took the design and tweaked it, adding a pivot point between the blades. That little change, it birthed the modern scissors we use now. Some say a guy named Isidore of Seville, a scholar from the 7th century, even wrote about this pivot design, calling it a game changer for cutting. So next time you snip something, you can thank the Romans for that satisfying slice. Now, let us hop over to the Middle East. Around the same time, craftsmen in places like Syria and Persia were making their own versions. These were not just tools, they were art. Blades got decorated with intricate patterns, and handles sometimes had gemstones. Scissors were not cheap back then either. Owning a fancy pair meant you had status, like carrying around a luxury gadget today. Who knew something so ordinary started out as a symbol of power? Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and scissors started to spread across Europe. Blacksmiths got creative, forging them from iron and steel. But here's the catch: they were still handmade, so no two pairs were exactly alike. Each pair had its own personality, kind of like a custom-made guitar. Then came the 18th century, and a man named Robert Hinckliffe stepped onto the scene. In 1761, this guy from Sheffield, England, figured out how to mass-produce scissors using cast steel. Suddenly, they were not just for the elite anymore. Regular folks could afford them, and that sparked a cutting revolution. Tailors, barbers, and cooks all jumped on board, turning scissors into a household name. The 19th and 20th centuries brought even more upgrades. Think about specialized scissors like pinking shears with those zigzag edges for fabric, or surgical scissors so precise they can cut through tissue without a snag. Companies started experimenting with materials too. Stainless steel became a big deal because it does not rust, and then plastic handles showed up for comfort. Today, we have scissors for everything. Hairstylists have their ultra-sharp pairs, kids get those blunt safety ones, and surgeons wield tiny ones for delicate operations. Scissors went from a single-purpose tool to a whole family of gadgets, each with its own job. Scissors are not just about cutting stuff, they carry meaning too. In some cultures, they are a big deal in rituals. Take Japan, for example. There, the art of paper cutting, called kirigami, turned scissors into a creative superpower. People craft these insane designs, from snowflakes to animals. And it all ties back to patience and precision values Japan holds dear. On the flip side, scissors can be kind of ominous. Ever hear about not handing someone scissors directly? In parts of Europe and Asia, that is bad luck. The idea is the sharp blades might cut the relationship. So people set them down instead, letting the other person pick them up. Superstition or not, it shows how scissors have this weird double life, practical yet symbolic. Then there's the fashion world. Scissors basically built it. Tailors in the Renaissance relied on them to shape clothes that showed off wealth and status. Today, designers still treat them like an extension of their hands. Think about those dramatic runway moments where a dress gets snipped live on stage. That is scissors stealing the show. Even in mythology, they pop up. The fates in Greek stories used shears to cut the thread of life, deciding who lives and who dies. Scissors have this quiet power, shaping not just fabric, but how we see the world. All right, let us lighten things up with some wild scissors trivia. Did you know the world's oldest pair still around dates back to 300 BC? They were found in a tomb in China, made of bronze, and they still look pretty cool. Or how about this? There is a town in Italy called Pre-Manna, where almost everyone makes scissors for a living. It is like the scissors capital of the world, cranking out thousands of pairs every year. And get this, the biggest pair of scissors ever made stands over 10 feet tall. They are in Texas, because of course they are, and they actually work. Here's a quirky one: scissors have a secret language. Ever notice how left-handed people struggle with regular pairs? That is because most scissors are designed for righties. Left-handed scissors exist, but they are rare, and that little detail has sparked debates about design fairness. Oh, and one more. During World War II, scissors were so valuable that people hoarded them. Factories switched to making weapons, so a good pair became like gold. Who would have thought this everyday tool had such a dramatic side? So there you have it, the hidden secrets of scissors, unpacked. From ancient Egypt to your junk drawer, this tool has sliced its way through history, evolving from a luxury item to an everyday hero. It is not just about cutting paper or thread, it is about innovation, culture, and even a little bit of mystery. Next time you pick up a pair, maybe give them a second glance. They have earned it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into scissors, hit that like button and subscribe to Objectified for more stories about the stuff around you. Got a favorite scissors fact? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want more quirky object tales, check out our playlist linked below. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Objectified. I will catch you in the next one, where we will uncover another everyday item with a surprising twist. Until then, keep exploring the world around you is full of hidden gems. See you soon.